Hello, all you Noblego fans. I'm Avo Uvezian talking about my cigar, and that is all available on the Noblego line. Why so many different? Well, when you first start, when I did the first blend, which was this Avo Classic, I wanted a cigar that somebody who just started smoking cigar and some people who were long time smoking, it would be satisfactory for both of them. So that was the first Avo Classic cigar, which to this day is one of the top selling blends, the Avo Classic number 2, 3. Then every year as the people smoke, they start mild, and then after that they wanted something little bit stronger. I said, okay, we made the Avo XO. I called it Avo XO, which started with musical terms. It was the Avo XO Trio. I said, well, we're gonna call it Avo XO. The beginning, the one side was Preludio, Intermezzo, and Maestoso. It was a very, very big hit. It went incredibly, and they wanted more sizes. I said, well, after the trio, we make the Avo Quartetto. It had also Allegro, different musical terms. Again, as time goes on and people start to try different, they travel and to Europe and they smoke stronger cigar. I said, okay, then we'll go from the XO, we went to Domain Classic, a little bit stronger. But I want you to know that in cigars, it's not only strength and flavor. Every cigar that you make has to have a good balance between flavor and strength. You don't emphasize only strength or flavor. You have to maintain a balance. In order to do that, you have to have enough variety of tobacco. And in Dominican Republic, Davidoff, when they came to after they found out my cigar, I invited them to come see our factory before they did buy my brand. And the first time Dr. Schneider and Zino Davidoff came to visit in Dominican Republic. Now, Zino, who was born in Kiev in Russia, but who also spoke French, which was also my language. We spoke friendly, and I had many good conversations with Zino, and he said, "Oh, what you're doing so far is very good. Continue. Make sure that you are on top of your brand." And that's what I do. And so after the Domain, at my 75th anniversary, we started my first limited edition. 75th in your lifetime is once it was an important day. On my 76th birthday, I said, well, what do we call this? I said, let's call it the Avo 22, which was my birthday, March 22. And the Avo 22 became a very, very popular cigar. Up to this day, it was so popular that when that was finished after a few years, they wanted more 22. I said, well, because limited edition, we make it once, that's it. I said, Hanky and I sit down. Hanky said, well, let's call it 787. 7 and 8, 15 and 7 is 22 again. And 787 became a very big and very popular cigar in Germany. So every year, as I said, on my 80th was a combination of the 75th, Elio 9, which was my 79th birthday, 80th birthday, and the four sizes cigar came there. After that, we continue Elio 7, my 81st, 82nd, 83rd, the Compañero, until today's, which was 87th, is the 13th limited edition. That's why we call it Dominant 13. But I want you to know that from the 75th until now, we don't go from up and down. It's a continuous process of one thing goes into the other, and the strength and everything. I'm very glad with my 87. We call it Dominant 13. 13 dominant in musical terms. There is a fifth, dominant 7, and 13. So always in my life, tobacco and music go together. And next year, God willing, will be my 88th birthday, and that will be called 8-8, but 2 eights like this. If you make 8 horizontal, it's infinity. That will be called the Avo Infinity. After the 88, I'll see how it is, how I feel, and I hope that we continue that way. Thank you.